Alright, hey, we're recording again. Welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but Steam Sync was fucking
Research
with my
complete.
speed.
Resources are low. Dust
Okay.
storm approaching.
Low on metals. So, wow, okay, it put us back to the point before I tore those down. That's fine. Rocket Boy, go home. Get out of here. What am I researching? Yeah, this is all fun. Alright. And we haven't even found... Okay, yeah. Done.
Milestone achieved.
Yeah, that was a very weird intersection of things making each other not work. Very weird. Alright, so now we're
Sector
waiting
scanned. Anomaly found.
on concrete again. Watch this unlock the exact same text that I unlocked last time. Set up that metal depot. There again. Now this is gonna find us a bunch of water and nothing else. This is gonna find us maybe some metal. Yeah, we're okay. It's quite weird that that was an issue. Steam wasn't trying to download or upload any file that should have at all interfered with my 2K upspeed. And 2K upspeed isn't that much, granted, but the file it was trying to upload was not that large either. Let's F5 this shit. Oh, this is gonna be a confusing fucking day for my statistics that I like to keep like, oh yeah, hey, streamed from this time to this time, just over an hour. Weird, why did I only do that? Because computer is bad, and internet no work for Alex. Alright.
Sector scanned.
And then you're gonna whine at me. I'm just in case. This shouldn't be an issue, but just in case. I actually did have the game crash last night when I stopped playing. Hey.
We have
First
an
week of
oxygen
release.
shortage.
So, yeah. We have a shortage.
We have a power shortage.
Yeah. So, I was going to say, you can change the skin of this thing by clicking this button here. So, this is the default skin. Let's get... Looks pretty, right? Kind of weird that it's just a giant glass dome, not super realistic. Then there's this one, which is my favorite. It's a reinforced dome. This is a little bit more realistic, though, again, giant glass dome is a little terrifying. And then there's the Stellaris skin, which I think looks terrible. And I'm not the only one of this opinion. If you check out the subreddit, yep, we're sticking with this one. Alright, so we have this build. And me throwing shade at how it looks aside. Get rid of you, 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 get rid of you. We have a dust storm coming in. Dust storm's gonna fuck with our ability to extract water and stuff like that, but still gonna do it. So we're gonna get some pipes going here. Now this, it's gonna need power. It's gonna be a little awkward, so we're gonna run power cables here to here.
This night feels like a deja vu.
Okay, run it here, then up here, then intersect there. That's a long line, but, you know, it is what it is. So we have a water extractor going up, which is fine. Man, we are going to be very short on machine parts. That's it, just ignore it. Just ignore it, it'll go away, it'll be fine. Let's build a water tower for it to fill up. In the long run, we're going to want more than just one water tower, but just getting the essentials. Alright, you cost 50 power. 50 power is gonna be 3. I really need more metal. It should be fine. So, and our ecology is gonna cost us 10 polymers. Yeah, it's gonna have an upkeep of polymer, which is gonna be awkward. Honestly, maybe I should just say fuck it and plop down a 3rd concrete extractor.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Hell yeah, give me metal, please. Yo, so RC transport, we're out of metal. Give me this. Bring it here. Yeah, body, building not working. If you some kind of problem here, not wired up or something like that. Can't imagine why. Alright, so we have more metal down here. 36, it's at 40, no, just 36.
Research complete.
Pop down the depot. More funding could be nice, but it won't further this tree any. Atomic accumulator, well, I'm not gonna build that. Some, not gonna build this, not gonna build that. Colonists without the proper specialization suffer a lower work penalty. This is very nice. This will be nice. This is okay. This I'm not gonna build. This is quite nice. Let's get our explorer going down here. And this should give us a special anomaly bonus, which is fun. Alright, that metal depot is gone. Completely gone. Now, like I was saying, the main issue we're running into right now is a lack of machine parts, but we're also lacking in electronics and, well, let's just fix that right away. We don't need... Right, I don't have any polymer factories, electronic factories, or machine parts factories. I want those. I want Stirling generators, so I'm gonna get like 6 of these? That seems like overkill, but it's not. Fuel refineries I can already build, so I don't need this. Moisture evaporators I might want eventually, but not right now. Well, I will want eventually, but not right now. Now our funding's down to 1/10 of what we started out with, which might be a little scary, but it's fine. Metal is our real bottleneck right now, and I'm working on it. That just means that this is the first thing I'm gonna have people working on. Vehicles with low power, huh?
Sector scanned.
You should go charge.
The rover went dark for 5 hours. When it rebooted, it confirmed it had come into contact with an unusually high voltage electrical charge.
The red alert was sounded immediately after we lost contact with the RC Explorer vehicle. 5 long hours of fear and desperation ended with the reinstating of data feed. A wave of relief passed through the crowd of scientists gathered at the control center. The telescopic drill used to probe the crust at the anomaly site disturbed a layer of magnetic-rich rocks, the source of the electric charge. The rover is still functional, but it would take time before its locomotion systems are fully restored. Locomotion systems are fully restored. The operators turned the defeat into a victory, devoting the unexpected time window to studying the magnetic properties of the Martian crust. The RC Explorer has malfunctioned, it needs to be repaired. I get a tech boost to low G drive, which I have, autonomous sensors, which I have, so nothing. No tech boost. So the RC Explorer breaks and we get 200 in funding, which is, it's something. There you go, buddy. Go fix this. And keep getting that. Alright, this is up and running. Dope. That's a meteor hitting. Looking pretty cool. So, okay, we have oxygen. That's nice and all. Or, no, we have water. How about we get some oxygen? Because, yeah, I hear that's nice. This is going to cost metal that I do have now, though not in absurd amounts. So this Explorer's just going to went back home to recharge now. Should you not be charging? Ah, you were not charging from the grid, and I need power. I'm not totally convinced it was the right decision to go full wind turbine, but... well... yeah, rebuild all these. I'm not that short on metal anymore. I'm short on metal, but I'm not that short on metal. Be careful about what I build from here on out. So, we need a place for people to live. The arcology is made from concrete, which is not metal, which is great, and polymers. Polymers, kind of rare. Apartments, on the other hand, same amount of polymers, but its upkeep is only in concrete. That's pretty nice, because concrete, I'm producing an absurd amount of. Apartments, I'm going to want a lot of anyway, so we're going to plop that down. Now, to feed people, it's typically something you might want to do. This is going to cost concrete to build a farm, but that's it, just concrete. Now, I want this to be enough water. It's not. This produces 3 water, this requires 4 water. So that means I need to pump into here. Pump it up. Again, we're running into, ooh, this requires machine parts, and we're not producing machine parts, which is typically a bad thing if you're consuming something you're not making and you're running out of money to import more of it. But it'll be fine, my dude. I have to go the long way around. Alright, so go to salvage to delete these blueprints.
You're listening to Free Earth Radio.
And I'm gonna have to go the long way around these deposits, which is
providing you a fitting
bad planning on my
soundtrack
part.
for that fabulous life you're living.
Oh god, this is gonna be so ugly. So you don't want really long lines of pipes or wires? I say, but, you know, do as I say, not as I do in this case. And the reason you don't want that is because, Jesus Christ, this is so... I could just cut across here, but I want to be able to exploit this later on, and I don't know. The longer the line of pipe, or power, the more potential breakpoints there are. This looks hideous to me. Ugh. It's fine. Just build it and regret it later. Just do it. Just do it. It's fine. It's not fine, but just pretend it's okay. Alright, let's have you pick up the metals here. Bring it back here, because we're already out of metal, because this takes a lot of fucking metal to build. I'm like, we're fine on metal. We can rebuild these. Regret. Regret is what I'm feeling. Speaking of metal, I want a metal extractor. And of course I don't have enough machine parts, which is why I'm importing more machine parts. Because this metal extractor getting online is very important to our future. Oh, this has our first polymer deposit. Cool. So we get to set up one of these for metals and one of these for polymers. Grab these metals, bring them back over here. Now, if things are going quiet, that's a good thing. You want things to be, on the whole, pretty quiet most of the time. Our second shuttle is ready to land. Let's have it land over here. Now, it's just going to be offloading a bunch of bullshit, but it's bullshit we need. Case in point, it's saying, hey, we need machine parts to keep this online, and this online, and this online, and like, running into some problems there. Now, if I break these, I will get machine parts back, but I don't want to have to break them yet. I probably will break them, but just not yet. The drones will eventually get to offloading this stuff here. No worries. Alright, that metal's gone now. Let's have the transport charge. Alright, Rubber Boy. Back to where you live. Drones with no controller sinks. I was preemptive about this. There you go. Drones needed to load up, and for some reason they did not. Building not working. The farm, right? So the farm, we're gonna start out by having soybeans. Soybeans take a lot of fucking water, which is why I want this.
Pipe leak reported.
Yep. And malfunctioning pipes, huh? It's almost like somebody just went on a long rant about how this was inevitable because of the dumb pipe construction I have going on here. I should have run my pipes through here. I could have just deleted these dumping sites.
I always encourage you guys to drop
Oh,
a line
well.
or two. Share your contemplations. Get that thing off your chest. Or just ask us a question. Sheila did. She wrote, "Thanks for the great music, Jamie. You seem like a cool guy. What do you do when you're not talking on the radio?" Well, Sheila, here's a quick answer for you. I spend time at the dojo or in the gym. Like to keep in shape, you know?
What a
I
fucking
also
tool.
like to hang out with my friends. Sometimes on the
Sector
beach,
scanned.
sometimes
Anomaly
bars or
found.
cool restaurants. Just about anywhere. So if you see me out and about, Sheila, don't be a stranger. Say hi.
I like
Music
going to the
maestro.
dojo, working out, going to the beach, and eating at restaurants with my friends. Yeah? Man, you are a thrilling person. Sorry, but Jesus Christ. Sound more like a tool, my dude. Holy hell. I kind of fits the theme of the radio station, I guess. Oh.
It's been a very long day and people getting ready for
So we ordered some
tonight.
prefabs.
Alright. The surface washing
Let's
off the boards
pop
while
these
the
down.
sun is turning red in the sky. Bye-bye.
I'm gonna want 2 of these like this. I don't know how I went. I have 4 more available. Right, so for the people who live here, they're gonna need food. They're gonna get food. Well, Sheila. Yeah, they're gonna need food, so we'll build them a diner. We'll build them a grocer. Now, diner costs metal to build. Not happy about that, but it's fine. The upkeep is concrete. Fine with that. Grocer, upkeep, concrete, cost concrete. Great. Really, I'd like to have an infirmary. Concrete, fine with that. Okay. What do I want in here? Well, people need to relax, so we should build fountains, gardens, stuff like that to run around in. I might also want research labs, but these require electronics to upkeep. Don't want to get on that yet. Infirmary, spacebar. Spacebar only requires... Yeah, I should go with fucking spacebar because it only requires concrete upkeep. So we're gonna plop this boy down here.
Just like we should.
An open air gym doesn't require any upkeep at all, which is quite nice. It provides exercise and social, which is what these provide, but these also provide relaxation and play, which makes them tempting to build more than this very big open air gym. We could build a casino complex, and we might eventually, but it costs electronic upkeep, and I don't want to do that. Security station. Okay, yeah, let's build this. It costs power, it requires concrete upkeep, but it counters crime and keeps people from panicking. We already have a grocer. An art workshop we'll build later once we're making polymers. Electronics store we'll build once we're making electronic parts. I think this is what we're going to start with. So to fill in here, let's put a fountain, and let's put a lake, which I guess what's kind of silly. Let's put a stone garden next to that because they're functionally the same thing. And I'm just gonna plop down 1, 2, 3, 4 more Stirling generators. Stirling generators require polymer upkeep, but they also give 10 power closed and 20 power open. And they can be opened indoors because there's no dust storms indoors, and they're very, very good at making domes self-sustaining as far as power goes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in here, so I should be making 120 power. Yeah, an absurd amount of power. So I can flip the switch on this bad boy, it turns online, which means I can break you, break this down. I can rebuild them later once I have a glut of resources that I don't have right now. So let's tear those down. Power's looking fine. We have an oxygen shortage, which is good to be aware of now. Produce. Make a second moxie here. That's a little tight. Let's put it over here, just in case something happens over here to hit this one. I don't want all of everything to go offline all at once.
Breakthrough discovered.
Cryo-suite breakthrough discovered. So this gets passenger rockets to include 20 more colonists. That's not bad. Yeah, sure. Let's throw it in the queue here. What's this at? Heavy. Oh, not doing anything. Metal and polymer deposits. I did not transport this single polymer out of here, which seems a little ridiculous given that it's only a single polymer, but hey, every bit counts. I like to keep all three of these numbers above 30 at any given time. I don't know if that's something I'll be able to do consistently. So we currently have 24 open residential slots and only 12 vacant work slots. I want there to be an equilibrium there, so I think in building the spacebar and all these other buildings, that will switch the
Our
equilibrium
explorer
up.
just got into a pretty serious
God
accident.
damn it.
The good news is, it's still in one piece.
The vehicle stumbled upon a crust fault which could have lasted for a couple hundreds of years under the slow erosion of the planet. Disturbed by the mechanical motion of the scanning probes, the surface opened like a wound and swallowed the rover. Luckily, only for a dozen of meters. Only for a dozen of meters. Whatever. Only for a dozen meters. The sturdy machine got out of the hole, but nevertheless it sustained heavy damage. Millions of years ago, Mars had been shaken to its core by cataclysmic impacts which sealed the fate of the planet. Since then, Mars, like all giants, is dying. Too slow for our mortal eyes to witness, yet even today, the death throes of the Red Planet can be felt unmistakably. The fact the RC Explorer's malfunction has to be repaired by drones. Well, isn't that coincidental that I just happen to have drones right here? How are we looking on here? I could get colonists in here already. Is it concrete that we're really short on? No, it's just drones being slow. Fair. It's a lot of work I queued up for them. It's complaining that it can't work. Yep, certainly cannot work unless it has people to work it. Alright. Get all this up and running. Yeah, it's not repetitive, but it all sounds very similar. Alright, let's switch to Red Frontier. I think it's a pseudo-random list that it runs through, so we may have just hit the same song like multiple times in a row. I remember listening to it yesterday and hearing a song I did not hear today. That's okay, so let's pull the metals from here all the way down here, and now we're starting to stockpile stuff again, which is great. There's the space bar. That's actually a pretty dope bar. Weird. Are these seats? What are these things? Oh no, this is a bar. Okay. This is the actual bar. Okay. What the fuck are these? Well, we'll find out once people get in here. Alright, so you currently have current work slots 29. residential slots 24. That means you can have way more, well, you need more people than you can currently house. We can fix that. Pop this down, it'll cost more polymers, and we'll get close to dangerous territory, but
Research complete.
we're not going to pull in that many people on the first colony ship anyway, so let's just hold off on that. We got Martian education, which gives us access to a building I'm not going to build yet. Yeah, that'll work, that'll work, that'll work. No, that'll work. It sprays wicker in your face. Yeah, that sounds awful. So let's resupply and get our first colonists. Now, when you summon a passenger ship, you can choose the age group of people. If you give it a thumbs up, the people who join will be more likely from that. If you put a thumbs down, they will all be rejected. So we have no children and no seniors allowed. Seniors can't work. So importing them just here to die, not great. And children are too young to work. Youth and adults can work, middle-aged people can work too, but these two will live longer than middle-aged people, so that's why we're importing them, because we're not going to be importing a workforce for a while. Now we can pick their specialization. I'm just going to leave this at any. So all, yes, but yeah, doesn't matter. Can pick their gender. We have male, female, other. I'm going to go for, it doesn't matter. Perks. Now the perks matter. Damn it, we have no geniuses. So geniuses, research, generates research just by existing. They're very nice. Composed people lose sanity slower, which is great. Survivors loses less health without food, water, or oxygen. They're great. Workaholics perform better at work. They're great. Sexy people greatly increase birth rate. Not crazy about it. They're okay, but I don't want more babies. Generates funding when in the colony. Nice, but there aren't any. Saints make religious people happy, but we don't really have any saints, so I'm just gonna keep it ticked. Religious people will never commit suicide, which is not accurate, but whatever. New planet, new rules. Children can work on Mars. They have higher individual base morale. They're fine. Recover sanity when gaming, which is cool, but we actually don't have any real gaming places for them right now, so we don't want gamers particularly. We're fine with them, we just don't want them. Nerds get a morale boost every time you research a new tech. We like nerds. Rugged people have no comfort penalties when eating unprepared food or having no residence. Well, that's not a problem. Fit people, more health recovered while resting. They can work with low health, that's awesome. Enthusiasts have higher performance when at high morale, that's great. Hippies gain twice as much comfort in gardens and parks. Well, we have some of those, so why not? Party animals gain additional comfort when satisfying social interest. Yeah, they're fine. They can be more social. Flaws. Lazy. They're worse at working. Chronic condition, they lose health each day. For our first group, we don't want them to have any flaws. Wow, we have a lot of people because I've taken so long. This is Rocket Boy number 3? Excuse you? And let's launch Rocket Boy with 22 colonists. We're gonna have vacant residential and work slots, but that's okay. For the most part, this is just gonna be them farming and providing social services to each other, which sucks. This is not a sustainable colony by any means right now.
Sector scanned.
Wait, does the map of Earth in here? Yeah, it does turn in the right direction. Good, good, good. Loner is a flaw. If you have more than 30 people living in a dome, loners are less happy. And we're gonna have a lot more than 30 people living in this giant fucking dome. So yeah, it's a flaw. Got this done. Let's grab the polymer from here. Take it back over here. Now I'd really like to be able to send more than one passenger ship down at a time, but your first passenger ship has to land people, and the people have to survive for 10 souls, 10 days, before you get the okay to bring more people, just so they can be confident that life is actually survivable on Mars. That's the name of the game. If loner is a flaw, I don't want to be right. Yeah, isn't it rude calling me a flaw? Well, I mean, yeah, rude, but perhaps accurate. If you're a loner and you're living in a commune, it's a disadvantageous quality to have. Yeah, the people who made this game definitely have a value system. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck this says. This is at the highest resolution, so... Nope, no idea. So we're not getting any more metal, which worries me, but we're okay. We're getting more concrete, which is fine. We're doing okay on these three. Our research isn't what I want it to be, but we're doing fine. This is an okay holding pattern for us to be chilling in. So...
Sector scanned.
Let's land some fucking people. Let's do this. I hate having to double check where the edge of this is, so I like marking the edge. You don't see it, but I'm putting my hand up to the screen to remember where exactly the edge of the hex grid is, because there's not a enable hex grid map mode, unfortunately. Right? No. Yeah, there can't be. Put that here. Alright, and then this corner is gonna be right here, is probably the last stable place I can put it. Right there. There we go. Okay, so those mark for me where I can and cannot land the shuttles, which is such a quality of life improvement, so I don't have to double check every fucking time. So let's put this shuttle down here. It's gonna be bringing in 220 food. We only have room right now for no food. I don't have any of these put down. Each deposit can only store 180.
Full hope and determination.
So we're gonna put two
The
of
first
those.
founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
The next 10 souls will be full of difficulties and dangers, but also with great promises and opportunities. It's now to us to prove that Mars can be a doorway to greater riches and the future of the human civilization. Even the most epic adventures begin with a single step. The arrival of additional colonists temporarily suspended until the colony proves able to sustain human life. Your founder colonists must survive for 10 days before additional people can arrive. The colony must be evaluated positively before the period ends in the event that the first human is born on Mars. If you feel you are up to the challenge, try constructing a medical building and raising the comfort of founders as much as possible. Oh, this will end prematurely if we get a baby in the next 10 days. Which, again, a baby in 10 days is kind of ridiculous, because they'll be born in 10 days, so this is a weird combination of like day and year when the game uses the word soul.
Milestone achieved.
So here are our goofy fucking looking people. I can't change the skin right now. Let's go. This is the slowest speed, just these people bouncing along the surface here. Faster. Faster. Bounce faster.
New colonists have arrived.
It's like watching a pack of gazelle or something. Single file gazelle. Jesus, you really going a long way around. And then they go inside. They all start getting their own little apartments. Hello? This is a terribly small apartment. God, that is an incredibly small apartment. They'll each have jobs assigned once it's daytime. Yeah. So the food will start being taken out of here, put into our stockpiles by the few drones that we have. How many drones are we packing? 7. Yeah, let's fix that. I need many more drones. I need many more drones. I would like an additional polymer factory, electronics factory, and machine parts factory, just so I don't have to pay to construct them. We're getting very low on funding. I recognize that. I'm gonna get 2, 3, 4 moisture evaporators, which is kinda crazy. Gonna get some Stirling generators, and I'm gonna spend the rest on polymer, machine part, electronics. Polymer is what we really need the most. And I think we'll be fine. Yeah, gonna get rid of all of our funding here. So we'll switch over to researching this next to get us more funding. Are they eating air in their kitchen? I mean, they're just sitting or sleeping. Also, it is kind of creepy how I could... Wait a minute, is he eating air? I think you were right, yeah. Weird that they only close their windows when they leave home, not when the omniscient god governor is poking through the window. Alright, Rocket Boy 2. You've dropped everything off. Yeah, get out of here. Alrighty.
Sector scanned. Anomaly
Ooh,
found.
anomalies. Yes, Alex like. So let's get these little beaker-looking ones. Indicate that this will just give us research points, which is cool. Not amazing, but cool. That's polymer. So let's put down a polymer deposit. Let's grab you. Go here. And there's some metals right here that I would be delighted to get my hands on. But we have time. They get mad, send them outside, see how good the air is. Yeah, it's pretty easy to keep people happy in this game. I mean, some people are unhappy because they can't get luxury goods or they can't game, like gamble, which, tough shit. It's fine. You don't need to be able to gamble. Now, once this is close to ending, I'm gonna build a second apartment building so I can start getting some mining going on, get some construction projects going on with manufacturing polymers, electronics parts, and machine parts.
Anomaly analyzed.
But we're not there yet. And for... fuck.
This is Kim Tai-hee, and this is the Red
Yeah,
Frontier.
I should have built
Let's
this a
get
little bit
serious
closer,
for a moment.
because this can't quite
I
fit
know
on this
everybody
deposit, so
who's
we'll have to build a
stationed
second
here on the
dome
Red Planet have very demanding work to do.
here
I mean, we all
in order
abandoned
for
places we
us to
used
exploit
call
the rare
home.
metals here.
Traveled far away to work under extreme conditions in this environment that
Yeah,
doesn't
I
really show
definitely
its
would have loved
hospitable side
to
too
colonize
often.
Mars or go to Mars.
Being here
The real
is
problem
not
is,
a
I don't
walk
know
in the
that I
park.
particularly
There is
have a very
no
helpful
air,
skill
no
set.
vegetation, and to my dismay, no baseball field.
Dust storm
So how
approaching.
come we have signed up for this? Personally, I believe that everybody here is driven by the possibility to participate in an adventurous
Yeah, I'd be
project.
down.
Something really big.
It doesn't sound
Why did
easy,
you sign
but
up?
it's important.
Drop us a line and tell us. While you write, listen to this.
Part of why the game devs wanted to make this
Pipe
game was
leak
they wanted to
reported.
inspire people to go colonize Mars.
Anomaly
Why can't I
analyzed.
change how this looks? Huh. New techs are available for research.
There's more to the barren
Mars
environs
Nuevo
of the Red
and plasma cutters. Yep, won't be doing those anytime soon, but good to have, I suppose. You came down with drones? No, you're the one that
Sector
came down with all the drones. H5 got more of these parts. Yeah, I've said plenty of times that, like, it's a life dream of mine to die on Mars. You know, preferably not on landing or something like that, but, like, that would make me feel very fulfilled. Like, knowing that in my life, humanity and God from living on one rock to living on 2 rocks. Space makes me very excited and hopeful. So, after these fuckboys are gone, So our deposit here has run out, so I'm shutting down the building, and I'm going to tear it down so we get a few of the parts back. Once these 2 rockets are gone,
Research complete.
I'm going to probably build another dome right here so we can get machine parts produced. I should have just popped this down over here and started with the medium-sized dome, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We have cryo sweep, which is cool, but
No active research.
crap, I meant to research this 5 times in a row so we get more money. Yeah, it does have that Western space feel, that Firefly feel to it. Not wrong. There. Do I need more concrete? No, we're sitting at about 200 right now. Your storage output is full, so we're okay for now. Transport, why don't you recharge? You're done, so you can head on back home. Building not working. Storage space is full. What do you mean storage space is full? How the fuck is your storage space full? Oh my god, it's because the concrete stockpile is full. I'm an idiot. Yep, now they'll get the concrete from here and put in the dirt. Yeah, no worries. People are very healthy, they're very sane, they're pretty comfortable, high morale, so chances of them making babies is pretty okay. I'm gonna want to plop down a fuel refinery, so we'll start making fuel out of water. Now this doesn't require operation by anyone. Unfortunately, the fuel is gonna be mostly allocated to going to our rockets. It's gonna be auto-saving. Rocket boy number 4.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
There we go. Found an anomaly. Awesome. We also got some metal up there. Great. That's going to be some of the last of the accessible metals we're going to get for a while. So breaking into this sooner than later would be nice. We're not that short, but still it'd be nice. Now, we have hit having a water shortage because the fuel refinery requires water to operate. That is why earlier I grabbed 4 moisture evaporator prefabricators, or prefabricated structures, so I can just plop these down now. Moisture evaporators work best if they're not right next to each other, hence the little hex grid it's showing around them. So I'm just plugging these in wherever they fit. I think this will be fine. Yeah. I'd like
For
to
the first time,
Ooh, yep, there we go.
a human has been born on Mars.
Can make baby.
It's
Only took
truly a unique miracle.
3 days, 4 days. For the first time, a human has been born on Mars. It's truly a unique miracle. The colonists have always felt like a family, but what makes the family stronger, more united, is the promise of a new life and a better future. We've been truly blessed with a rewarding responsibility to carry the torch of hope. What this blooming of life served as a symbol for all humans. Mars is no longer a dead world. The colony has been evaluated positively. Additional colonists can be called from Earth. Fucking dope. So I'm just gonna hop from in here, go on a passenger rocket. Give me more colonists. There are 42 passengers on board the rocket, only space for 1 new resident. But yeah, that's a good point. Let's. You got me, game. That's a very good point. 42 colonists. Damn, you're not fucking around. Yep. So let's build 2 more apartment complexes before we send for more colonists. Got plenty of water, plenty of oxygen, plenty of power. Well,
Anomaly
plenty is a strong word. We have enough power. I want to call it plenty. I really want to rebuild these. But that anomaly didn't get us any money or anything, which is fine. Not super happy about it, but it's fine. Each of these is gonna cost 12 power and upkeep. We do not have that power
Building a new home
available.
on an alien world, that takes guts, to say the least.
After all, purpose is the strongest long-term driver. Since arriving on Mars, Kyan Gupta's enthusiasm has proven to be above average, even by founder norms, and the prodigious productivity displayed can be boiled down to one simple explanation. Kyan Gupta really loves doing what Kyan Gupta is doing. Hint, the founder Kyan Gupta has the enthusiast trait. Great! So I need one more Sterling generator. Oh, I have an available prefab. Fuck yeah, put that down. I thought this through. What a smart boy. Alright, now we have more than 24. Yep, we're gonna have 2 excess power. I'm gonna want more as soon as I can. But we're okay for now. Alright, transport man. Give me these polymers. And bring them back here, especially with me taking advantage of the polymers that we've been seeing. It always seems smart to exploit this better. That's metal, that's metal. Okay, yeah, go there. Well, that's easy. Now from here on out, scanning the rest of the map is going to take a while. I kind of want to enable deep scanning. We already have the tech that lets probes deep scan, and the reason I want to do that is so that I can double scan all this stuff we're on top of now. Scanning out here is well and good, but we can't get there unless we build tunnels, and tunnels are fairly expensive. We're not there yet. We're getting there, but we're not there yet. I'm gonna go ahead and send for the shuttle. It's a little preemptive. It's gonna...
Sector scanned.
not warn me? Huh. Maybe it knows that I'm building an apartment complex and it's not whining for that reason. Who knows? I'm just gonna start scanning from the top left down and do this plateau and then this area and then this area, I guess? Like I said, we can't get down there, so scanning becomes far less important to us right now. And this is the difficulty of playing on a terrain that isn't relatively flat. We only have this first area immediately accessible and the resources contained within it. Which is fine, but not ideal. Ideally, we'd have a hell of a lot more space.
You're listening to the Red Frontier with Kim Tae.
Now we're producing
The good
25
thing about our
food
music
every
is that when it hits you, you feel no pain.
5 days. So we're making 5 food a day. That's enough to feed 10 colonists per day, something like that. Each colonist eats half a food per day, I think. So we're probably going to want a second farm. By that I mean we definitely are going to want a second farm. I hate doing the number calculations because nowhere in the game does it explicitly tell you how much each colonist eats per day. There's nothing in here in Francis Bertrand about how much they eat or need or anything else. Nothing. So I just figured that out through reverse engineering, or running math in reverse when I first grabbed the game. Now, because we have a dust storm, our Moxie generators are offline,
Resources
and our moisture
are low.
evaporators are offline. So we are running a deficit in oxygen and water. Now we have an oxygen tank that'll hold out a decent amount of time. I should have built 2. I'm feeling kind of stupid for that. Let's just plop another one of those right there. Water we're doing much better on, but again, I should have thought about this and built a second water tower at some point. So now we have the second oxygen tank. It's not going to do us much good. Now, a nice thing about farms is they consume water, which sucks, but the crops they produce do provide some oxygen. Not as much as we're needing here. So we're
Cable
probably
fault
going to hit some...
reported. Pipe leak reported.
Oh, and of course we get a pipe leak right now to leak even more oxygen out. Great, that's what I need. Thank you, game. But it's probably fine. We're probably okay. having low polymers is annoying, but it's workable. Because once we get more people, I can make more polymers. We can't launch while there's a dust storm, and we can't land while there's a dust storm. So we have 118 hours, plenty of time to land this. They're gonna eat the food they have on board, I think. Why are there only 21 passengers? What the fuck is up with that? Oh well, that's fine. It's just weird. It's very, very confusing that I can't repaint this. I guess it's fine. It's just odd.
We have an oxygen.
Our colonists
Yeah,
are
there it
suffocating.
is. Yeah, there's
Sector scanned.
It's fine. It's fine. They only have 20 hours to go. Just look away. Look away. It's fine. I have more people on their way. So even if these people die, we'll have replacements. This could have been avoided if I had been a smart boy and built a second oxygen tank earlier. Completely blanked that, yeah, of course I'm going to need twice as much oxygen storage, because the oxygen consumption on Angel 1, nah, that's an awful name. Mars 1, it's quite a bit. With smaller domes, you really only need one storage container, but for megadomes, you need at least 2. Our polymers are getting so low, and I can't afford to import more until this tech finishes, and that's going to take quite a while.
Humankind might be on the verge of a new golden age, and we have to be the ones who ride the crest of that wave.
A new era of scientific discovery is ahead of us, and we're the ones who are blessed with the opportunity to be on Mars, a completely new territory where new scientific discoveries lie behind the corner, around the corner. The expression is around the corner. We're talking about new ideas which would sweep human minds in the market and give us a tremendous head start in the future. The primary reason behind the creation of this colony is scientific, and this is what we're expected to do, to push the boundaries of human knowledge. The goal is to have 40 technologies researched by day 100. Currently, we have 40 technologies researched. Done. The game's not going to give us a reward early, but we're done with it. So technically, we've achieved
My name is
the
Kim,
map's goal.
and you are listening to the Red Frontier. You are
I'm sorry.
radio station for the whole Red Martian nation.
I'm sorry. You're dying. We're like completely out of oxygen. We've been out of oxygen for 13 hours. How are you all not dead? I'm amazed that you're alive.
Cable fault reported.
Oh, no, they're all complaining of the lack of oxygen. I'm sorry. They're fine. They're still working. They're only three hours to go. How long can you hold your breath? 2 hours to go. I miscalculated. Oh, well, there's a healthy amount of metal up here. So, you know, you're all asphyxiating, but boy howdy do I have something for you. Okay. Storm's over. Moxie generator's back online. We're making oxygen. We're gonna store twice as much this time. This is ready to take off. Doesn't have anything else to unload, so let's let it take off. This is ready to take off. Nothing else to unload, so let's let it take off. This is ready to land. Let's wait until these two clear out, because you're just gonna land more people. So this has depleted its deposits. We're gonna shut it down. We're gonna salvage it. We're gonna break the building apart. Now I was talking about, in this space, kind of wanting to put a basic dome. Now I'm not going to do it immediately, but that is the plan, to get these rare metals, to get some of our manufacturing off the ground. But we don't need to do it immediately. What is too far from a working drone commander? What? No, it isn't. Holy shit, it is. Wow, that's annoying. RC rover, you should not have 20 people. Just destroy the rover. I don't want this rover. 5, 4, 3, 2. Ah, that's too far from our... Well, okay, that's annoying. Let's just plop this boy down right. Yeah, It's right outside the range. Oh, that was stupid of me. I can rebuild it. I don't want to rebuild it, but I can and I will rebuild it. I wish these lines stayed up. Yeah, I guess we'll land in here. I'm gonna have to come up with a new landing solution once I build that dome, but, well, that's not yet. We're not yet there. This is inside of the drone area, right? Yeah, this, however, is not. So I'm going to have some problems. just a few problems. Yeah, we'll deal with that. So this needs to break.
New colonists have arrived.
Yeah, you're ready to take off? Dope, get out of here. This is getting more metal. Once it's back, I'll send it over to tear down the imposter. Building not
Sector
working.
scanned.
This needs repair. Yeah. I know. There are problems. Sector 14 scanned. Oh my god, there's metal. We'll just pretend that there isn't, and we'll come back to it later. Metal deposit found. Now, it's actually kind of risky to only be running one RC Explorer at a time, but I didn't like how they kept on stealing drones from our drone hub here. I wanted everything centrally located. You need to offload a fuck ton of food. This is... oh, we have unemployed people. Excellent. Not normally a thing I'd be excited about in a game like this, except I really, really cannot wait. Let's get this metal extractor off the ground. There we go, that is in our area of influence here. Now we're gonna have to wire this up. I'm gonna wire it up in the same way that I'm gonna wire that up. This is only 6 left, so you're gonna finish up with this deposit and I'll have this run back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Alright. You are gonna run over here to tear this apart and build these lines and make me a happy man. Hopefully. What are we doing on metal? Not great, so transport. Do your duty. Get metal. Take it here. Thank you. Now, our drones do need to recharge sometimes. These yellow flashing drones are like, oh god, I need to recharge now. We only have 2 recharging stations here. Our RC... rover lets them recharge at it as well. We can also build recharging stations, and by that I mean I will build recharging stations once we get to that point. Now, these are going to be wired together. I need to draw a wire connecting this and this. Do I, though? Because that's... playing this way too close to the line. Take this apart, please. We're gonna have a short water shortage, but that'll be fine. Right, no, but like really tear that up because that's where wires need to go. Alright, wire go here, wire go there. And now pipe. Go here, pipe
Research
go there.
complete.
Missing very important cable right here. And a very important pipe right here. Now, I'm fairly sure this actual little section of pipe right here is right outside of... Yeah, so hopefully these 2 never leak or break. If they do, I'm gonna have to send the RC rover back over here, and that's gonna be awkward. But, yeah, say love you.
Sector scanned.
It is what it is. Hey, Martian patents have completed. How about that? How about that? Now we can import more polymers, which is something I would be delighted to do, but we're not going to do that. Not yet. And we're running pretty low on power. We have unemployed folks. I'm going to open up a second shift here. We have no unemployed folks, which is ideal. Okay, you are sitting on here, and you're just gonna fix whatever comes this way. Yeah, get that dump pile going. Because that's all you're here for, is to service these two and keep them operating. This has some concrete in it, and we'll grab that eventually, but it's not important right now. What's important right now is wrapping up this video, so I'm going to say thanks for hanging out. I'm going to keep streaming, but if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to have to stop by again tomorrow. Until then, make sure to comment, share, like, subscribe, all that silly shenanigans. Till then, toodaloo, take care, bye!